Hi, my name is Janae Tyers, and I'm a crafter. I like to make all kind of cute, fun things with my Cricut. And today I'm gonna make some adorable puff vinyl hoodies. They're full zip hoodies, super cozy and comfortable, and the puff vinyl is gonna add that extra special touch. But puff vinyl can be very tricky, and I'm gonna show you how I troubleshoot getting the best results from my puff vinyl. And here's a little spoiler. It is not the pressure or the length of time of the press that really makes a huge difference. So keep watching until the end to find out exactly what leads to the best puff vinyl. Okay, as per Siser Easy Puff's heat settings, they say to set your press temperature to 280 degrees. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that just so you can see. So it's going up. Let's see what we're set to. Come down to 280, set, and then it says for about 10 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that there, set, and confirm that, and look, it's already at 280 degrees. That's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and just lint roll the garment here. This is a Gildan pullover hoodie I picked up at Hobby Lobby. We're going to pre-press this for about 10 seconds to release the steam. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, that's 10 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and turn that off and pull that out. Okay. So I am using Siser Easy Puff. I have already cut out like these cute little heart shapes out of some of my scrap vinyl. So I'm just going to test out looking for the smooth puff with some of these little hearts. So they're like maybe like an inch by an inch pre-cut. And I'm just going to find a little, this is a scrap hoodie that I'm just going to use as a guinea pig for our little experiment today. And I'm going to just take this, we've already pre-pressed it. I'm going to take the heart, I'm going to just put it down here on the garment. Let's do it like right in the middle. We'll do it in the middle. I'm gonna put it in the garment, and then we're gonna take a little heat tape. I find that the carrier sheet tends to lift off of the garment after lifting up the press. So I'm gonna put some heat tape on here just so that it stays in place and doesn't disturb the design. And I do have a pressing pillow here. It's Teflon pressing pillow inside here. I do have there's a little mat underneath here that comes with the press. So I've got that. I've got it pretty much like on a medium to firm pressure. And we're just gonna do a test press at the settings that Siser suggests for their Easy Puff. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a test. Let's see how it comes out. Pulling it over and bringing it down. 10 seconds. Okay, so that's 10 seconds. Let's see what happened. Okay, so check it out. You can see that doesn't look good. Okay, we're bringing it in close. You can kind of see that that doesn't look like all that good to me. Like, I've lost the definition in my heart shape. Look, it's not even, it doesn't even stick. Look, it's not even adhered to the garment. Like, it comes right off. And it's got this brainy texture to it. Like, I can pull it right off. It's a hot peel. It's not supposed to come off like that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try it again. I'm not going to change my pressure. I'm not going to change the length of time. I'm just going to take the temperature down by 20 degrees. We're going to go down to, I'm going to take the temperature down to 260. See how that does. Another one of my little hearts. I'm going to put it, kind of in the same spot. I won't put it in the exact same spot, but kind of in the same area here. I'm just going to use the same tape. I'm not going to waste tape. I'm going to use the same tape. as I used for the last one. Just taping it down so it doesn't lift up. And we're gonna go ahead and do it again. Same 10 seconds, but we're at 260 degrees. All right, here we go. Okay, it's coming close. Close, got some steam. It's a little bit better. A little bit better. Hot peel, let's go ahead and take it off. A little bit better. We got a little bit more definition on the edges there. Is it sticking? Sticking a little bit better, but still like it comes off pretty easy. We're still getting a lot of brains. I don't know if you can see the brainy texture on that. And tell me, I don't know if you can see the brainy texture in that. Tell me in the comments, do you like that brainy texture? Is that supposed to be there? Is that supposed to be, you know, what puff vinyl looks like? Or is puff supposed to be smooth? In my mind, I think puff should be smooth. Like, shouldn't it be called textured vinyl or something? If it's going to be like that, I don't know. Tell me what you think puff vinyl is supposed to be looking like. Do your clients expect that texture in their vinyl? You know, I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just being picky. All right, let's do, I'm not 100% happy with that. We still got some, you know, our edges aren't perfect. It's still the texture didn't adhere to the garment. All right, so let's reduce it down another 20. I'm going to go down to 240 degrees. Okay. Okay. We're going to use another one of our little pre-cut hearts, and I'm just going to put it next to it here. And we're going to use the same tape. Reuse. Same tape to keep it from lifting. Okay, and you'll notice, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if this smooths out when we press it a second time. We'll see what happens. Okay, I am going to cover this at this point because I don't want the puff to melt on the bottom of my press. So we're going to cover this with Teflon and press it at 240 degrees for 10 seconds. Here we go. So I feel like we've come a long way from the manufacturer's recommended heat press settings. We're already 40 degrees different. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. It's a hot peel. All right. So it looks the same. I mean, these edges, I don't know if you can see these. That's rough. It's a little smoother. Okay. So we do have some dimension. We do have a little braininess. That texture. It is, you know, it's got some puff to it though. I don't know if you can see that. This still has the same puff. Like it didn't flatten out. It did not smooth out. The texture is still there. The rough edges are still there. This is better. It's stuck. We're still lifting a little bit on the edges. We're still lifting a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to go down 20 more degrees. Okay. 20 more degrees. Let's see if we can get a smoother puff. I'm going to use another one of my little hearts. I'm getting low on my hearts, but this is helping, right? I hope this is helping you, like, work through the process of how to get what you want out of your puff vinyl. I like smooth puff vinyl, and I'm going to try to attempt to get to what my expectation of puff vinyl is through this little experiment, okay? So, again, we have another little pre-cut heart here. I'm going to put this on the left side, and we're going to use the same tape again, just to keep it from lifting up. Now I have decreased the temperature from 280 down to 260, down again to 240, and now we are at 220 degrees, okay? 60 degrees away from the manufacturer's suggested heat press settings. Now, I have a kind of like a 360 degree turn away swivel press. It's a cheap one I got off of Amazon. Some of the more higher end presses may be able to maintain a more even heat or a higher heat. I don't have a heat gun with me, so I'm just testing it out to see, based off of my press's settings, where it should be for puff vinyl. If you have a heat gun, of course, you're going to get more scientific, more consistent results. But, you know, I'm working with what I have. So let's go ahead and cover this again with the Teflon. And this press will be at 220 degrees for 10 seconds. Okay. All right. Okay. Hope you can see that. A little steaminess. So hot peel, we're going to go ahead and take that off. Like I'm looking at these, the second press. Yeah, I think it's still lifting up a little bit on the sides, but it is sticking a little bit better. They are still dimensional, but look at this one. I think we're getting a little smoother. I'm seeing a difference. If you can see that, and I'm gonna try to bring it into focus here, but see how you're getting a little smoother on the edges? And, you know, that could just be that it's not puffing as much. Like you're not getting as much depth on your puff. You know, it's laying down a little flatter, but I like how it's not as much of that texture. It's not as much of that. Let's see here. It's a little bit smoother, and I am liking that a lot. Let's go down another 20 degrees. Another heart here. Let's put it on this side. So this is our original one. No, our original one completely came off. 280, 260, 240, 220, 200. What do you think's going to happen? I don't know. Do you think it's going to be perfect? And when we're going to put our Teflon sheet on, just because, I mean, I don't think it would do anything to this, but I don't want it to get stuck to my press. So a little Teflon. Okay. And let's do 200 degrees for 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm excited. Okay, all right. That out. Nothing changed here, right? That looks pretty much exactly the same. We didn't get any activation. Like nothing happened. If you can see that, but like nothing, it didn't activate at all. Okay. So I think we've reached the activation limit for this puff vinyl. I think we're gonna have to go back up. So let's, for our scientific experiment, go back up to 210. That's right in the middle. Let's do that. Okay. So just for our scientific purposes, I'm going to take this off, and it's not even really stuck to the garment. Like I can't really get it off. Well, I'm going to take it off. And I want to see what happens if we press it a second time with the carrier sheet off. But we're going to do a new one. So this one's at 200. I'm going to put this one back in the middle here. I'm going to go back to the middle. And this one's going to be at 210. For those that are keeping up with the scientific process. I'm going to tape it down. We're going to press it again at the new temperature of 210 degrees for 10 seconds. We're gonna see if anything happens with this. Like, it's on there loosely. Let's see what happens with the puff vinyl on the one we already pressed and on the new one at 210 degrees. Okay. You excited? I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. 10 seconds. All right, that's 10 seconds. Let's see what happened. Okay, so nothing really changed here, and I'm still not getting any activation. I mean, I got a little bit. Here, let me come in close. So nothing really happened. This is interesting. It does have a little slight, I don't know if you can see it because the lighting, but it does have a little bit of texture. It's hard to see. Get in focus. You focus on that? It's like a little bit of texture. A little bit, but I think it's more for the texture of the shirt more so than an actual puff. Again, with this one, we didn't really get much puff. It is smooth and it's on there. Look, like that's on there. That one's on there pretty good too. I mean, you could do it, press it one more time just to make sure it's down. It's smooth. I feel like we're almost there. I feel like the temperature may be perfect. Let's try now adjusting the time, okay? I'm gonna adjust the time. Let's go up to 12 seconds, okay? All right, so this is 210 at 10 seconds. This is 200 at 10 seconds. This one almost didn't even stick, so I know that that's too low. This one actually stuck. And I think if we give it a little bit more time, we'll get the puff. So let's do a new heart. This one's going to be 210 seconds. I mean, this one's going to be 210 degrees for 12 seconds. We're going to do a longer time. Okay, 12 seconds on this one. And now let's see what happens. A smooth puff without brains would be like ideal, but we'll see. All right. All right, longer time. Let's see what happens. Okay, now this is interesting. Okay, so here's the results of this one. I'm gonna take off the carrier sheet. Wow. Okay. So this one has a little bit of texture, that first one, and this one's smooth. I'm gonna try pressing twice. I think that might be the key, to press twice. 10 seconds the first time, and then maybe just like 5 more seconds the second time, just like this one. Let's see. Okay, so here's a new heart. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put it here on this side. We have not changed the temperature. We're at 210 degrees and we're gonna do a 10-second press. And then we're gonna go back and do another 5 seconds. That's gonna be our new test, to do 2 presses, okay? So let's go ahead and start at the 210 degrees. So let's go ahead and do 210 degrees for 10 seconds. First press. Let's go. I'm excited. We're getting it. We're narrowing it down. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. We didn't get much activation, but what I'm going to do is now take off the carrier sheet. It's adhered. Put on the Teflon sheet and press it again for just 5 seconds. Okay. 5 seconds. Okay, there's 5 seconds. Let's see if we got a little puff. Okay, it looks like by quickly pressing again, I got some dimension. If you can see it, it is a little bit of dimension. I don't have brains. Okay, no braininess. If you can see that. See the brains here? None of that. It's smooth, right? It's got, I can feel it. It's raised. And the lines are clean, all the way around, beautiful lines. And it's adhered. So I like that. These last 3 are great. So I'd say 210 seconds for me is a perfect spot. I can do like a second press to get a little bit more puff out of it really quick. Like right after I take the carrier sheet, do that second press for maybe like 5 to 10 seconds. And I think that's the money. So tell me what you think. Like, which one do you like? Do you like this one with a lot more texture? Do you like the one that's smooth? I'd love to hear your feedback. And tell me also some of the things you've tried to get a smooth puff vinyl. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So I really do think that it's going to depend on your press. I think it's going to depend on, you know, the brand of puff vinyl you get. Again, this is Siser Easy Puff, but each puff vinyl is going to be different. Each garment will be different. But this is a Gildan. This is a standard pullover hoodie and garments. All right, have fun crafting. Thanks for watching.